2-1 win. Just some of your thoughts on that game.
Delighted, absolutely delighted with the players. We had a very clear game plan against a team they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 games. They've been scoring a hell of a lot of goals, but we were well aware they conceded 20 in the last 6 as well. So we knew that if we were organised, disciplined, patient, nullified their threat, certainly through the middle areas of the pitch, that we could maybe frustrate them a little bit, restrict them to clear-cut opportunities. And I think it's took, it's an absolute banger in it, the first goal, which he did the same at Solihull. He's done it a couple of times. A good player, very good player. And we had enough bodies, inside as well. But he's just a good player, and he just smashed it in the top corner. Probably that first half we just didn't use the ball well enough, often enough, because the few times that we did, I felt we got into decent areas, and we always felt that we would get stronger in this game. We knew that they'd probably drop off in the second half and that we'd come stronger, because I think we're an incredibly fit team, and we've got a lot of willing runners in that team. So we knew we could hurt them second half the longer the game went, and we just needed to stay in the game. Obviously then equalise, and I felt once we equalised, I felt there was only one winner, and I felt we managed and controlled the game, both with and without the ball, incredibly well. And really we should have had at least a third, but just to a man from Owen at the top end of the pitch, and then Will, who came on to replace him, all the way back through to Jono in the goal, and everybody in between, and the lads who came off the bench. Just a really good, disciplined team performance, and I felt we thoroughly deserved it.
Yeah, that first half, as you said, a lot of defending to do for long periods of it, but it's still taken a worldie to get us behind.
Yeah, but look, you come to places like this against, I know they've obviously had the struggles, and it's, you need football clubs like this to survive, and it's fantastic for them and the supporters that, they look like they've got a bit of stability now, and they're still able to come here and watch games of football, because there was a point in the off-season where that looked like it might not be the case. So you've got to give them immense credit for that. And then obviously having the difficulties in terms of trying to get up to speed, but that doesn't bother me. I'm the manager of Halifax, and my job's to come here and try and find a way to get a result. So we felt today that the way to do that was to frustrate, play a little bit deeper, be compact, not allow them to play through and in between our shape, force them to go a little bit longer, or force them to hit diagonals, and then can we intercept? And from there, if our use of the ball could be good, we knew that they commit so many bodies that they're wide open on transition, and we didn't quite manage to capitalise on that in the first half. We were probably a little bit too deep, a little bit too honest, and a little bit loose in our play. But the second half, I thought we were much better, we were more aggressive, we engaged a little bit higher. Our use of the ball on transition was very good. Our execution of set plays was decent, and as I say, I think once we managed to get it back level, I felt there was only one team going to win the game, and I said that to the players at half time. I said even if we're only 1-0 down with 20 minutes to go, we'll get a result, and if we can get it back level before that, I feel like we can win the game. And massive credit to them, because all me and the staff can do is give them the information and put a plan in place. The players are the ones that have got to go out there and execute, and tonight they did, and I'm thoroughly delighted for them and the supporters, who were brilliant.
Of course, obviously made the one change at half time, and it was really the goal and assist in the second half to turn it around for us.
Yeah, well, again, we knew that they'd probably tire in that second half, and that the game had become more stretched, and we felt that Owen coming on might just have a little bit more space and a little bit more freedom to go and hurt them going the other way. So, did he deserve not to start? Probably not, but we felt that he was probably going to have the most impact for us there in that second half, and he really did. And that just shows the importance of the squad, really. Just because you might be starting a game on the bench doesn't mean that you're not part of the plan and that you've not got a key role to play. And what's important for me as the manager is that the lads are ready. You know, yeah, be disappointed if you're left out, but be ready to come on and contribute as part of the team. And he certainly did that, and so did Will Harris. So did Adam there coming in towards the end. And I'm sure all the other lads, if they'd have been in put in the pits, then they'd have been ready to go as well.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, obviously after it went 2-1, unlucky not to make it 3-1 almost instantly, and then some great game management to see it out for the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, superb play, wasn't it? I thought some of our players in that second half on transition was just, we look so dangerous. When teams play that open against us, we look so dangerous. Probably Hugo should have tucked it away, but look, you know, fortunately it's not cost us tonight. But I thought his overall performance, together with everybody, to be fair, was spot on.
And of course, obviously, up next, back to the show against Aldershot, who've been on the end of a heavy defeat this evening.
Yeah, well, I mean, I ain't had a chance to look at any of the results, to be honest, so can't really comment on that. But yeah, look, it's just said to the players there, it's really hard to win back-to-back games in this league, but to win back-to-back away games is even harder. So for us to have done that is fantastic, but it's just 3 points. It's just 3 points and one more game chalked off. So we've now got to rest and recover and prepare when we're back in on Friday for what will be another difficult game. But we're back at the Shea. Our form at the Shea has been pretty good. We know that Aldershot have got some really good players, and on the day they're a very good team. Probably similar to Morecambe tonight, really, where, you know, when they get going, they're a threat, and they've got goals in them, but they also can leak goals as well. So we've just got to be ready for another difficult game, and hopefully we can back up tonight and get another good result.